Hey y'all, so today, or tonight really, I'm doing a review on Lauren Conrad's book, Style, and I'm doing this in honor of the weekend because it's not really a novel, it doesn't have a storyline or anything, but it's still a great reference book for anything fashion or beauty or anything, and I'm not trying to be like a beauty guru or be pretend that I really know anything about that, but I still felt like I should do a review on this because it's such a good book, and I'd wanted this book for a while, just because I love Lauren Conrad, and I think that she's such a good role model to look up to. Like, out of all the celebrities, I think that she's by far the most respectable, and so I just I don't know, I felt like I really needed this book, even though it's pretty expensive. It's $30. That's that's pretty expensive for a book. And I actually read it. I read all of it. I didn't just pick and choose the sections that I liked. I read all of it, and I'm glad that I did it that way because it's so interesting. And I'm not necessarily completely interested in picking the perfect purse per se, or like the perfect pair of boots or something, but she made it interesting, and now I kind of feel like I know a little bit more about that subject, about, the perfect purse or whatever. And so I recommend this book for anyone who's into fashion and makeup and pretty much anything girly. She does some really useful things like how to pack lightly, which really helped because I read this before spring break and then I had to pack for spring break, and I found that reading this really helped because she had some good tips. What I like about Lauren is that she's really naturally pretty and she doesn't wear a lot of flashy makeup, and she really embraces her natural beauty. And I mean, obviously she's gorgeous. Like, I'm so jealous. Like, I want to be Lauren Conrad. Who doesn't? Um, so she goes over a lot of stuff in her book that is useful. She talks about the signature Lauren Conrad side braid. Wait, wrong side. Side braid. And she talks about the story behind that, which is actually a really interesting story that I would have never even guessed is the reason why she ended up being so famous for that. So just like little stuff like that, and you learn that she's really down to earth, and she doesn't, especially when she was on The Hills, which is the reality show that she was on a couple years ago. She was given like a clothing budget, but she had to shop for herself, and it wasn't like a huge budget, and she had to dress herself also. And so she talks about how she kind of made do with the money that she was given, and she shopped at a lot of stores that I know that I shop at and a lot of people my age shop at, like Forever 21, H&M, um, all those kinds of stores. And so that was just there were a lot of good tips about how to choose efficiently, and it just it just wasn't like an airhead book it was an actual, like, it wasn't like Snooki's new book that's like just stupid. Like, it has meaning behind it, which I really like. So I just got back from I cannot talk. My Friday night activities, and I was thinking about it, like thinking, oh, should I do a review or not tonight? And then I saw this book, and so I just felt like it was kind of right in honor of the weekend to do sort of a more of a fun book, a book that I know a lot of teenage girls could definitely get into. So I really recommend this book. It's called Style by Lauren Conrad. Um, and I hope you enjoyed this review.